guys, aku Mimin Lia. Kembali lagi ke Tiny Bunny. Okay, let this one. That question took me by surprise.
Ладно, давай посмотрим Золушку.
Alright, let's watch Cinderella. My thought became tangled fuzzy. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon? The darkness was clinging to the windows, and it could be fooled by grandma old chant. It could be satisfied with a feast of lard and long ashes hair.
Тоша, ты идешь?
Tony, you coming?
Да, сейчас.
Yes, just a moment. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh, you scared me. You scare me so much. Oh my god. That's why I didn't want to laugh at Tolia and her all in the morning. Who could be visiting us here in the middle of nowhere? We don't know anyone around here. So persistent. I felt extremely unsettled just from a silly thought that our morning guests could come from the woods. I could barely hear a voice coming from the front door. My mind was urging me to hide. In the closet, under the table, behind the curtains, where Olias always hides.
Гоша, подойди-ка сюда.
Tony, come here. I felt like kettlebells were tied to my feet but still dragged them towards the hallway. A couple of policemen towered over me in the window. They smelled like frost and worry. My mom always winced and grumbled the moment she saw patrol car, worse than bandits. At the moment, thought she looked somewhat confused.
Здравствуйте.
Hello. The senior officer, who wore a grim expression, nodded.
Тут мальчик вчера потерялся. Вовой зовут.
A boy had gone missing yesterday. His name's Vova.
Глянь, пожалуйста. Ты его не видел?
Look at this, please. Have you seen him? The policeman held out a photograph to me. Oh, so cute, the cat. There was a ginger boy around the age of elementary school, pictured with a wall carpet as the backdrop. He has a stripper cat in his hands and wore a wide smile.
Нет.
No, I haven't.
Точно? Посмотри внимательнее.
Are you sure? Look closely.
Где мне его видеть? Я тут никого не знаю. Да и из дома-то почти не выхожу.
Where will I see him? I don't know anyone around here. I barely leave the house.
А может, видел в окно?
Well, maybe you've seen him through the window?
Да. У тебя ведь окна на лес.
That's right. Your window looks straight at the forest, don't they? The windows. Oh.
Нет, не видел.
No, I haven't seen anything.
Ясно.
I see. He sounded tired, but his eye His stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicions. I squirmed unwittingly under the weight of guilt, which his eyes showed shadow cast open over me. The policeman finally tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway, the stairway, and the crack in the ceiling, which I haven't noticed before for some time.
Вы, кстати, как на новом месте? Попривыкли уже?
How do you like your new place, by the way? Getting used to it?
Понемногу, только вот дочка маленькая по городу скучает.
Bit by bit. It's just our little daughter miss the city a lot.
Скучает, значит. Из местных вас никто не беспокоит?
Misses the city, huh? Have the local been treating you well?
Все хорошо, спасибо.
Yes, everything is alright. Thank you. The policeman pierced through me once more time with his grey eye. My head started spinning.
Может, вам помочь как-то?
Can I help you somehow? I asked that in a shaky voice to look like a polite boy and to end this unpleasant conversation sooner.
Я вот стою и думаю,
Now that I think about it,
ты, малец, на племеша моего похож.
you look just like one of my nephews, little fella.
Шустрый парнишка твоих лет, с такими же окулярами. Все книжками зачитывался, детективами.
He's a witty boy around your age, wear the same type of goggle. Haha, always engrossed in reading those mystery novels.
Когда летом погостить приезжал, говорит, что в школу милиции мечтает поступить.
Told me he wants to enroll in police school when his family visited this summer.
Как я, хотел людям помогать. Смекаешь?
Wanted to help other people just like me. See? I felt uncomfortable, as if a distant relative and not a police officer stood before me.
Ох, ребятушки,
You know what?
сидите-ка вы лучше дома. Не ввязывайтесь ни во что. Жизнь сейчас совсем другая пошла.
Little boy like you should stay at home, steer away from trouble. The time has changed so much. Mom interjected in a cold voice.
Мне ли не знать?
You don't say.
Ну да ладно.
Ah, well then.
Ты, Антон, в каком классе учишься?
What grade are you in, Tony boy?
В 6-м.
16. 16.
Друзей-то на новом месте еще не завел?
Have you made any friends here so far?
Пока нет. Я только после каникул в школу пойду.
Not yet. I'll be going to school for the first time after the break.
Тогда вот вам на всякий случай мой номер. Звоните, если узнаете что.
Ah, then I'll leave you my number just in case. Call me if you have any new info. The policemen were gone along with their shadows. The smell of cheap colony, and the photo of a smiley boy. His face still stood before my eyes. I wonder what it was like for him being all alone there. For some reason, I thought of the forest swaying in the wind. What did his poor parents feel? What did his poor parents feel? And what would my parents do if I gone mad? If I gone missing? Will they cry and thrash it around hysterically? Or will they accuse each other like they always do and forgot about me eventually?
Мам, а Вова этот в нашем лесу заблудился?
Mom, this Vova, did he gone missing in our forest?
Выходит, что так. Бедный ребенок.
Seems like it, poor child. I look out the window at the road. The police UAZ drove off toward the village. The officer's nephew came to mind when I was splitting off oil paint from the window sill. I remembered all the teenage mystery novel from the Black Kitty series every this summer. Your average boys and girls investigate all sorts of mystery there. They look for clues, spies. They look for clues, spies on suspicious people. And after a set of amazing adventure, bam, solve any complicated case. They became local celebrities and must make their parents very proud. I noticed a trail of policeman footprints that lead to the forest, and then it clicked in my head. Why don't I start an investigation on my own? Maybe I'll find that lost boy, and I'll get a reward. Olya will be so happy. And not only Olya, Mom and Dad too. Maybe they'll even forget about their quarrels for a while. Maybe I'll even save us from the D word. I fantasize about buying Olya a Tamagotchi and getting a cassette player and a bunch of tape for myself. And a whole box of Kinder Surprise. When was the last time our parents bought us any toy? Last autumn, I think. My dad had lost his job at the time. There's the annoying song about it. I had little to no idea what was the accountant's job like. They count money, I think. Neighbors used to envy us, but nowadays Mom and Dad barely had money to afford sweet, and Dad will always divide a single chocolate bar between me and Olya. Sometimes I give her my share too. No matter how much I wanted to eat sweet, she was still just a pig squeak. I could wait to go out looking for clues.
Пойду погуляю.
I'm going outside.
Ага, сейчас.
Yeah, right.
Чтобы потом милиционеры с твоей фотографией по домам ходили.
You want the police to go around with your photograph next?
Лес вон какой густой.
The forest is so thick.
А если мальчика звери дикие утащили? Или того хуже?
What if the boy got snatched up by wild animal or something even worse? Even worse? I called through the hallway.
Да я рядом буду. В лес не пойду.
I won't go far. I stay away from the forest.
Что я тебе сказала? Мне дважды повторять.
Did you hear what I say? Or should I repeat myself?
Лучше портфель собери или соли поиграй.
Better go pack your school bag or play with Olya. The sound of splashing water came through the kitchen. It meant that the argument was over and Mom had the last word. I don't care. Антон!
Сейчас 3 дня получишь. Нельзя, будь за порог.
I will whip you if you make a single step out the door. Okay, fine. Go to kitchen. Lie to Mom. It was difficult to lie to Mom, but there was no other way for me to run away from home.
Мам, там что-то с телевизором случилось.
Wait, did I? But there's two to subtitle. Right, same. Mom, something wrong with the TV.
Картинка какая-то тусклая, и экран весь в полосах.
The picture is dim and there are strips all over the screen. My mom's face became visibly distorted.
Без ножа меня режешь. Дострелялся в уток своих.
Are you killing me here? So have you had enough of shooting those stupid duck now?
Говорила же, посадите мне кинескоп своей приставкой.
Told you the kinescope will go dim because of your console.
Где мы теперь мастера найдем в дыре этой, а?
Where will we find a TV technician in this hole, huh?
Может быть, просто настройки сбились?
Maybe it's just the settings?
Сходи, посмотри, пожалуйста.
Please go see for yourself.
Нормально же работал с утра.
Strange, it worked fine in the morning.
Из-за снегопада, наверное, неполадки.
Maybe the snowfall caused it? Mom rubbed her hand clean on her apron and went to Olia's room. Nee. There's no time for this. Mom will come back soon. I opened the front gate and went into the field. Carefully so Mom will see me from the window. When I crossed half of the distance toward the forest, the snow piles became as high as my knee. I remembered my nightly fear. I saw those seal house around here. They were jumping around holding hands. That hypnotizing music started playing in my head all on its own. In the light of day, those distant figures felt like a simple dream. The sun turned my nightmare to ash, but the aftertaste was still there. Distant ringing in my ears, distorted shadows crawling on the snow alongside me, and a barely audible whisper in my head, blurry and almost kind. Everything was silent. So silent I felt like the world was totally empty. No ground, no sky, no parents, no Olia. The time reached its limits, a one-way trip that ended at the forest piney stockade. Sometimes silence was much scarier than any scream. Our parents would scream at each other while arguing, and both me and Olia turned to stone listening to them. But then always came the ringing silence. Our apartment became numb a couple of days before we departed. It was hard to remember the last time Mom and Dad joked around laughing or spent time together, almost like all of it was in a previous life. When they kissed with Olia present, she always frowned as noted in a funny way. But one day it all changed. Something important had left our home, and something scary filled the remaining void. It was as if a fire broke up and our parents were hurriedly packing our belongings, trying to save themselves and us. From who though? From the people with that cool eye who sometimes visited us in our previous home? The eye that only saw balls of warmth on the black ground in everything. And somewhere far away a siren was going off, trying to warn us of the coming menace. I shuddered, chasing away my delusion, and looked around. there were only me, this white field, and the wind that was wiping up icy dust and belt of powdered snow. I squinted from the sun and I turned my eyes to the sunless forest. It looked especially dark in contrast with the blinding whiteness. Knobby tree roots slither under the snow like fat snake. Rotten leaf and coniferous needles froze into the ice. Dry, prickly branch intertwined, bringing up uncomfortable thought about fences. Were they protecting the forest, or were they keeping something from breaking out? Some object was hanging from one of the pointy branches. Oh my god. I tried to get closer, drowning in snow, and when I almost got to the edge of the forest, I saw knitted mitten. It looked like a wounded bird among the hungering semi-duck. Should I take it to the police? The senior officer looked gloomy, but he still reminded me of Captain Casanova from my favorite TV show called The Street of Broken Light. He was also always anxious, with a tired look in his eyes, but still brave and strong. Will this mitten help them find the lost boy? Voba! I heard a distant shout. Looked like it came from the river. Voba! As if the tree were calling out to someone. Voba resounded closer to me. Someone was standing there behind the tree, hiding. Voba. Oh my god. I knew someone was looking for the lost boy, but still, something was unsettling about that figure. Its stillness, how it was bent unnaturally towards the ground. Its blackness. There's no one there, just branches and roots. It's all just my imagination. A nearby bird flapped its wings loudly. A shadow split from the tree and disappeared from my sight. I looked away for just a moment, but when I turned my gaze back to the same place, it was gone. So it was my imagination after all. Silence reignited for a painful long time. Silence reignited for a painful long time. It's so scary. My muscles were tightly sprung. My heart was beating somewhere in my throat. Any noise, any little movement, any small whisper from the thicket, and I sprint. But nothing of the sort happened. I looked at the mitten once more. This is totally a trap. This is seriously a trap. So I'm not gonna take it. Just run away. Run away. Or take it. Can I do both? Can I like take it. I decided to take the lonely mitten from the branch. No, I regret it. I regret it. I regret it. I regret it. No. Vulva. No, I regret it. I regret it now. A shout rumbled across the field and dissolved into the distance. No echo, no hope for a reply. No, I regret it now. A shout rumbled across the field and dissolved into the distance. No echo, no hope for a reply. I stepped up toward the bristly tree and tried to claim my find. It didn't budge. I pulled harder, the branch cracked and the metal torn off, landed in my head with a squishy sound. All too heavy, wet. I squeezed it without thinking and something dark spilled from it, forming a tiny string between the mitten and the snow. Steam rose from the snow pile. I know. Oh my god. Okay, I'm totally regret it now. I froze in place, studying my palm in disguise. Right. The sound of cracking branch invaded the silence. I didn't have to think twice before running away. Someone was chasing me from the darkness, breaking pine branch, closing the distance with giant leap. Snow was slowing me down. Crazy thought flew through my mind. I'll get caught. They'll get me. I get dragged into the thicker. I'll get dragged into the thicker. I'll be gone forever. But there was one more voice, probably one of reason to give me strength, spurred me on. You can do it. Don't stop. I hear an animal roar behind me. It was so loud, my ear went numb. It felt like the sound has come from a pack of hungry beasts rather than a single one. Their nostrils sucked in freezing air. They sensed my fear. Two giant wings flapped around my head. An enormous shadow flew over the clearing. A hoot, a whiz. The roar were coming from all directions now. Thunder dried up as every bush from twisted pine from under the windfall. Hurry, run, don't look back. It felt like I was inside a nightmare. The snowy clearing became vicious like quicksand. I was stuck in place. I pulled my leg from the mushy trap just to be caught in a new one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. Was snow ever this sticky? I screamed in horror after realizing this was the snow. Someone or something in the snow pile was clutching my pants. I gathered all my strength and rushed forward. The pressure on my leg was gone. My boot slippered out. The pressure on my leg was gone. My boot slippered out of the hole, and my soles were on a hard surface again. I reached a clear path with one jump, and from there ran to my house. Gloomy faces did look threatening now. The house was my line of defense from the shadow that flapped their wings and the creatures that were hidden under the snow. I tripped over the doorstep and smashed into the door. In all my hurry, I still managed to notice the claw mark, as if a dog was striking the wood with his paw, demanding to be let in so it could escape the cold. I hadn't noticed I roll into the hallway and shut the door behind me. Porch planks creaked as my pursuer ascended the stair. My finger slipped off the lock and I could click it into place. I gritted my teeth and pulled hard on the iron knob, whipping it between the board. I stared blankly at the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the pitiful, flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than blankets. Wheezing breath reaching into the house and crashed at me in waves. It smelled of pine and sweat. Mom peeked out of the kitchen and casted me with the same fragile voice she always used when talking to Dad. Frigid voice she always used when talking to Dad.
Что конкретно тебе не ясно в просьбе «не хлопай дверьми»?
What exactly didn't you understand when I told you to never slam the door?
Я случайно.
I didn't mean to. I snuck a glance at the door. The smell was gone and the breath was too. If there was someone in the first place, of course. Here, mere 5 meters away from Mom, my fear was slowly weakening, melting like snow in spring, and with it the last bit of strength I had left my body to. Okay guys, aku nak stop sampai sini. Kita jumpa lagi di episod yang akan datang. Jangan lupa like dan subscribe video aku. Bye guys.